Morning, July 1st. Sapphire representing. Alright, folks. Hang out with me for just a minute. I'm going to sip my coffee and talk to y'all. So, appreciation. I am amazed. I am at probably just shy of 200 subscribers. I don't know where y'all come from, word of mouth. We appreciate you looking anyway. With that, I have been watching the comments. I don't know if I get them all answered. I've had a couple cantankerous, as Miss Michelle would say, from Fab Rats. Always give shout outs to your favorite YouTubers. It helps them. That's probably how you guys found me. Really don't like that bright light in my eyes. Anyway, and I had to shut off my fan so it's warm. To somebody that mentioned old people starting new stuff, let me tell you, I started towing and hauling in a way when I was teens. One of my first jobs, driving a cable log skidder, pulling logs out of the woods, towing and hauling, figuring out how to get it done, figuring out how to get unstuck when there's nobody there to help you, when you can't call a tow company. Quite a few of my jobs thereafter was the same way. So while that was a cute comment, I got a lifetime of legroom pulleys and other people's input too, because I never fail to try and learn and watch something new, pick up something new. You're never too old to learn. Other interesting comments, the back window in the Jeep, wasn't worried about it breaking. Yes, the bumper wasn't affixed well, so it moved around until it settled where it wanted to be. And if you guys are watching this, I still owe you taillights. So at the very least, if you'll hit me up, I'll shoot you out a gift card so you can go grab yourself some lunch somewhere. Should be equal value, because I suspect you've already replaced your taillight. Let's see here. Anything else I can think of out of the comments? Like I said, I've cruised through and watched them. Gilligan, that was funny. You're dating yourself. Quit that shit. We do try to be friendly. I sometimes speak like a sailor, and it's not meant to hurt anybody. My mama brought me up sticks and stones, so unless I'm saying you're a dirty whatever, it's probably not directed at you. Try not to take note, and we'll try to keep the videos clean. Oh goodness gracious, I should have done this in front of a computer where I could actually check my comments. We've got a few different things going on build-wise. Somebody actually did mention, and this is a subject near and dear to my heart, the Tow Truck Olympics. If they have that event and they, for any reason, open it to outsiders, like the kind of way they're doing the Zip Tie Nationals, if you got X amount of subscribers, you can show up. They should do a stock class at the very least. I take Boomer up and play. And as soon as I get Red Bob done, I won't just play, I'll compete. I mean, I compete in a hat and what I got. I was kind of laughing at that. Another good subject. It's kind of like nice to see somebody doing something that, you know, an aged person trying something new. You're never too old to try something new, that's that word. I've had a lot of different jobs where folks, especially modern folks, I don't know if that'd be a good way to put it, looked at something and said, you can't do that, there ain't no way. Red truck recovery, perfect example. I believe my deputy at the time said, no, I was down in there, it ain't going out that way. The people that run the retreat, especially once they took a walk over to the truck, they're, I just don't know, you know. I took Boomer in on stock 235/85 tires. I made one bad decision, at least. I should have took my buddy's advice and just, because I was going to end up cutting the fence either way, and just come in the way I was going to go back out. It would have saved me a bunch of fun in the initial 100 yards of wash that I lost the video on. I overheated the cameras, I fat fingered them, or I overheated the phones. I overheated everything that day, and I do mean everything. I think I even overheated the dog. You know what's bad And especially when I got a ride buddy like Sapphire with me, when she wants to step down and get out of the truck and walk. Um, but that, like I said, that was recovery. Everybody said, oh, you can't do that. It would have cost, monetarily, I think it would have cost the insurance company probably about the same if they would have come in with a big wrecker and recovered it from the road, but then we would have had a road blockage of at least one lane, possibly two. And when you start counting the man hours, I've got personally, I want to say 11 man hours in it for that day. I left here at 8, got back about 7. If you were to do it with a big truck from up top, you would have at least one, if not two, county officers, 2 to 3 ADOT guys, probably at least a second person on the truck, you know, what they would have called a swamper, just your extra set of hands, your guy that's down to climb down the side of the mountain, drag a winch line, and do all the kind of dirty work, a lot of times apprentice work. So you start adding that up, at the bare minimum, it would have been 5 to 6 hours with the big truck doing it from up top, I'm sure, maybe less. You know, I don't know 100%. But when you compound that by, what did I say, 2, 4, possibly 5, operator and the helper, 7. 6 times 7 is, I mean, when you do that math, a lot more man hours. So not only did I probably save money, wish I'd had my camera person with, but I'm glad we did because it was hot, it was rough. But it was actually a very easy recovery other than having to cut trail in and then kind of stitch the truck back together to bring it back out. So yeah, this is supposed to be appreciation, not just storytelling. I will work on trying to get you guys the story as I'm doing it. I'm horrible about that. I'm trying. I never thought I'd even try messing with YouTube. I just kind of sloughed it off. And you know what? I need a retirement plan, guys. I like to help folks. The off-road is always fun. And the fact that anybody watches these videos is quite amazing to me. And I appreciate it. Side note, hung around this far, I'm glad. Sometimes I have a little bit of trouble with my emotions. It's been a long time. This is what I mean. This ain't shit. Anyway, it's been a long time having to be stoked, having to be hard. In my day-to-day job, initially I gotta be hard. And I do good about it. But at some point it comes out. A perfect example is these different people that you come up on the road, whether they're hurt, whether they just lost everything they own because they're living out of the car, whether some asshole shot them in the street for no cause, when a man just doing his job. A lot of different things. And I gotta stuff that. So when I've got something to say and it touches me deeply, quite often I get quivery voiced, shed a tear, gets nozzly. Not too many folks know that about me. It's a side of me that I just kind of compartmentalize. One of the reasons I always keep an emotional support partner with. Actually, I just love my dogs and they love me. Anyway, so when you catch me being like that, yeah, I'm a big softy, but I'll get triggered by all kinds of dumb stuff, and it isn't nothing personal. It's just me. If y'all can put up with dumb shit like that, keep watching, man. Once again, I thank you. I'm sure there was other comments I wanted to mention, because there's been a bunch back through. You know, I know I'm going to get people telling me I'm doing it wrong this way, I'm doing it wrong that way. I think actually, and that's the funniest part. Part of the reason, and actually, one more quick backstory. Come this far, I don't know how long we are. When I decided to professionally go to work towing, I'd run straight trucks, I'd messed with some rollbacks, I'd run a wrecker a bunch, hauling scrap. I had never properly worked professionally. So I just started watching YouTube videos. I'd find people I like, and I'd learn stuff from them, and I still do that. So my shout out to all my YouTubers, which probably should put this first, but Paul from Fab Rats, who led me to Matt, who led me to Robbie, who probably led me to Rory, even though I think, sorry boys, Rory's coming in first place, no question about it. And if I'm wrong, I will apologize. And if I'm right, I'll still apologize for talking shit. If I was there, I'd come in second place. Anyway. Jonathan W. in the Carolinas. He is like an all over. He does. I started watching him actually tow builds. He's building a off-road wrecker that, if he got it done, brought it out to the Olympics, I think it might surprise him just a touch, because it's basically a truck that's never been built, which those are the best trucks, right? That's Mater. So you got Jonathan W. on the East Coast, and that is his YouTube. And as I speak him, with the exception of Rory Irish, who has Trailmater's a station, Matt's Off-Road Recovery, Fab Rats, Robbie Layton Nation, Jonathan W. You got Essential Craftsman if you're into blacksmithing and woodworking, construction, cement. They built a spec house just to show people the through and throughs. You know, these are my favorite guys. These are my go-to guys usually. I can't even think of the original tow guys I was watching. There's a one-armed man out of Idaho, I think, where there's like this one town, it's just like a tow truck town. I mean, they just do everything tow-related, build trucks, whatever, I can't remember. A lot of good information out there. YouTube is a source. If you want to start a career and you need to train yourself, get on YouTube, start watching videos. I use it for welding. I used it when I couldn't figure out my KTM. I got on there and started looking and finally figured it out. Old boy I knew in Louisiana used to say, man, you know, man put it together, I should be able to figure it out. That's not always true, but it's a good thing to live by. So I'm not sure how far I'm in. I've rambled enough. For everybody that has tuned in and watched even one of my videos, thank you for taking the time. We're going to get this up before my memory says, you're out of time. Hopefully it ain't a shit video, and thank you guys for watching, listening. If you have questions, you can literally get a hold of me at 928-442-6144. Email me, all that fun stuff that I'm not thinking of. We'll try and get better content, and hopefully you'll try and tell your friends. Till then, we will catch you later. Beep.